They shouldn't have to go through the kind of stuff that they're going through.
How they survive, it's nothing like you imagine, nothing like most people could even tolerate or cope with.
There were small graves where the children had died and they had buried them because they were starving and the rats actually nibbled on them and unto their death.
This is Puerto Cabeza, a port town on the Atlantic coast of Nicaragua. It is an incredibly dangerous place ruled by drug traffickers, murderers, and corruption.
Because, you know, they kill you. If you walk with a chain, you walk with a purse in your hand, they take a knife and they kill you for that, so it's so much danger in Puerto Cabeza.
Within this environment sits the only hospital on the coast. Because of its surroundings, the hospital struggles to bring proper care to the area, and in fact, many locals consider it a place where people go to die. Miguel, a homeless boy living on the streets, was dropped off at the hospital after being gang raped by 3 men. The hospital could do little to help except to offer him a temporary refuge.
Nobody should have to go through something like that. Little kids should be able to be innocent and not have to deal with stuff like that. I mean, nobody should, but especially a little kid.
Within days of this footage, Miguel was back on the streets, exposed to the sexual diseases and evil that fills Puerto Cabeza.
The nurses are just amazing. They're my sisters, they're my comrades, but what they have to work with is despicable.
We don't have enough medication, also beds and instruments for work.
There is not running water, there is not reliable electricity, there is not consistent meds. The lab can run minimal lab work.
All the stuff that a hospital should have, a big hospital like this, we don't have enough of those stuff.
I've seen surgeries that went wrong and patients died. I actually physically went in and helped resuscitate a child in the ICU that they were going to let die. And it's just because they don't have any resources. And we were able to resuscitate that child, and the child went back home.
60 miles north along the Rio Coco, there are thousands of people who live in extreme poverty. Life is hard and life is short. Many children die of easily preventable diseases, and many women die trying to give birth to their children. So every year, a group of volunteers come 80 miles upriver bringing doctors, medicine, and food for the people. It is a beautiful expression of God's love. After a few days and hundreds of patients later, the volunteers bring the more serious cases back to the hospital in Puerto Cabeza, where surgeries are performed and people are healed.
Oh, well, when they come down, that's a big blessing from God. It's just like we see God come down here.
Even though it seems like we give so much to these people, we're not given 1/10 of what we're getting back in terms of lifetime riches.
I came here to try to be a servant, and I really wanted to grow closer to God. That was like my primary goal, and He totally rocked my world. Totally rocked it.
When you see the little eyes and the smiles of these people around us, you understand why you do that. And you understand just the joy that you get back from it.
Geronimo, a 16-year-old boy, and his mother came to the hospital in Puerto Cabeza from a village on the river, hoping to find a miracle. By the time they had arrived, his illness had progressed too far. He died 5 days after this footage was shot. Many of these sicknesses are treatable, and many of these deaths are preventable. Had there been better equipment and meds, perhaps Geronimo would still be with us. The vision is for a new hospital, a hospital with all the state-of-the-art equipment and meds to help the volunteers heal and serve the people of the Atlantic coast. Jesus showed us how to love. May this new hospital be a way to express God's love for His children. This is our prayer.